Hello everyone and welcome to the Grand Championship Qualifier for Series 1. This is where the second place Alpha Fighters, 8 of them, fight off against the 8 winners of the Beta League. So let's give ourselves a cheeky little reminder of what happened in the Beta League and how our contestants won their tournament. It was hammer time in the first Beta League tourney as King Dedede faced the charismatic Ice Climbers. This time round, the newly drafted duo couldn't get the win as the King paved the way for the rest of his robots team.
King Dedede!
Vipers versus Vipers as another draft fighter in Sephiroth fails to beat the equally as evil looking Meta Knight. Although he peaked too soon, our winner withheld a top 20 spot to become a pro.
Meta Knight!
Finally, a draft fighter wins a dramatic final as Sheik just about beats Sonic in sudden death and even wins a Sapphire Crystal League match. Another Beta League victory for the robots.
Sheik!
Our lowest ranked Beta League winner went against the odds to beat a seemingly informed Zelda. The Dogs had a terrible series, but Bowser's win here could see them with a Grand Champion by the end of it.
Bowser!
Bow down to the king. That's right, King Dedede strikes again against his colleague Byleth, making it evident that he would become an all-star next series.
King Dedede!
All in all, Sephiroth has beaten Incineroar 5 times, so I guess Incineroar decided just to end it quickly at this point, allowing our possible MVP, Spartan, Warrior and Beta League winner Sephiroth to get his first win and no doubt a favourite to win the Grand Championship.
Sephiroth!
Already both silver medalists, Byleth and Ice Climbers step up to the plate once more. Following her predecessors, King Dedede and Sheik, Byleth takes the win to almost complete a full-on robot takeover of the Beta League.
Byleth!
Speaking of which, here's the last robot, Pichu, facing the top fighter Sephiroth. He couldn't lose another final, could he? Well, of course he does, as little Pichu defies all odds for a robot full house.
Pichu!
So as well as the 8 winners of the Beta League, we've also got the 8 runners-up from the Alpha League as well, which should hopefully appear on your screen now. Not in real time, but hopefully I've added it so you can see it. So we've got Lucina, who came second. All of these guys come second. Lucina ranked in 38th, so at one point we thought she was going to be a great fighter, but she's actually become the lowest ranked qualifier in any of the tournaments. So Lucina from the Gumtech. Little Mac, who's in pro position from the Fuels, ranked 17th. Mario, the ex-All-Star, just missed out on being a pro at the moment. Obviously, as I said in the last tournament, these aren't the exact standings, but this is how it looks at the moment. So Mario in 26th from the Shroom Dogs. Then we've got Dark Pit in 3rd, who obviously had that amazing Obsidian Crystal League win for the Vipers, and that's moved him into one of the top fighters. Fox, another ex-All-Star, now ranked in 37th. Olimar, who already has 2 qualifications into the Grand Championship from winning the Alpha League twice, but he's also got a chance here. Robin, one of our top fighters, also a Fuel, as well as Olimar and Little Mac, ranked in 12th. And current All-Star, depending on everything, Kirby, ranked 7th. So the All-Star strikes twice. Not only is he a default All-Star, but he could become an All-Star. So the 3 things that we have to take note before we start. So, I said I would write them down, but I didn't write them down. So the first thing is something I've not mentioned, that if someone is on joint points, so say someone's on, in the overall league, they're on +7, but one of them has more wins than the other, but they're still on the same points, that person would go above them, right? Because that's what I explained to you. The only exception there is if the Grand Champion themselves are in that bracket. So if the Grand Champion is on 7 as well as the rest, but hasn't got as many wins, no matter what, the Grand Champion will top that chart. So that could come really in handy in who's going to become an All-Star, because we know how close that is at the top. The second point is, as I said before, crystal matches do take place in these tournaments, and we do have one in the first round as well. And then the third point, I can't really remember, so let's just say enjoy the qualifiers, and let's see who gets through. Obviously it's the we need 8 fighters, and there's 8 fights in round 1, so whoever wins those fights will qualify instantly. So let's get straight, I was going to say let's get straight into it, but I've delayed enough. So here we go. This is what the standings look like. Lucina versus Sheik, which is an alpha and beta fight. Sephiroth versus Dark Pit, a beta and alpha fight. Little Mac versus Pichu, an alpha beta fight. Bowser versus Meta Knight, both from the beta league. Kirby versus King Dedede, an alpha and beta fight. Our crystal match, which is Olimar versus Byleth, which is an alpha and beta fight, and they're both from the Ruby League, which not much is happening in the Ruby League at the moment, to be honest, so that's not that important. King Dedede and Fox, beta versus alpha, and then in the final match, which is a great match, is Mario and Robin from the Alpha League. So let's begin, shall we, with Lucina versus Sheik. So like I said, some of these people have already qualified, but the rest of them, this is their only chance to get a spot. So who's your money on here, where we've got Lucina ranked in 38th for the Gumtech versus Sheik from the Robots ranked 15th. So despite Sheik being in the Beta League, Sheik's actually ranked higher at this moment in time. Here we go. I should have said if these guys have fought before or not, but I haven't got that on here. You know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. I only know Incineroar versus Sephiroth because Sephiroth beat him 5 times, but Incineroar's not going to be in it. Right, so far it's quite close. Could one of these qualify for the Grand Championship and be the Grand Champion? Good hit from Lucina there. I haven't seen this level that much, I don't think, in the tourneys. Right, there's an Electrode. And that has blown Sheik up, and Sheik is out. So despite the rank difference, Lucina has actually qualified. So she goes straight through to the Grand Championship finals. Well done, Lucina. Right, next up is Sephiroth and Dark Pit. Both from the Vipers and both very highly ranked. Sephiroth, obviously, at the moment, MVP versus Dark Pit, who's ranked 3rd. Funny enough about Sheik, who just went out, is that Sheik was, I think, the top fighter in the Sapphire League. I think she's won 3 times. So if Sephiroth gets through, she would have faced Sephiroth for a 4th win and could have potentially picked up 5 points within these tournaments. But that's not going to happen now, so it don't matter. Right, this level is shit. For the kind of fight this is the only level that you didn't want to see it on. At the moment, Dark Pit is actually doing the best. Now, this is Sephiroth's, despite being MVP, this is his only opportunity to become Grand Champion, as well as Pit. So Pit's just taken a big hit there from a fake final smash, and Sephiroth's picked up his, which, as we've seen before, does send people to sleep, maybe, which makes them vulnerable. Alright, Sephiroth has landed it. So, it's not looking good for Dark Pit at the moment. There you go, he's dazed. Sephiroth isn't making the most of it. He's gone for the Pokeball, but it's not doing much. No, Sephiroth's there. That's a big hit, and obviously, I don't think there was, like, that really knocked Dark Pit out, and Sephiroth wins, which means that Sephiroth qualifies for the Grand Championship. So the MVP is officially in the running for for GC. We love to see it. And he faces Lucina in the next round. So our first Beta League fighter has got through. So, next up is Little Mac, ranked 17th, versus Pichu. Oh, Little Mac from the Fuels, ranked 17th from the Alpha League. Lots to say here. And Pichu from the Beta League, but ranked 9th for the Robots. So Pichu is like one of the highest tier fighters at the moment that isn't an all-star. The Robots aren't shy of them because Byleth is the 10th ranked fighter as well. So the Robots have two of the highest pros. Unless one of them becomes an all-star, obviously. Right, Little Mac is being helped by that assist trophy, which is this samurai guy from F-Zero GX. And Little Mac does seem to be in control at the moment. But we've seen Pichu take out some absolute titans in this. So those assist trophies, yeah, Pichu no chance. Those assist trophies literally carried these first few fights. So Little Mac gets through for the Fuels. And Pichu is out. A qualification here for Little Mac. So obviously after everyone's qualified, then it's just for who's going to get the top qualifier, which isn't that important, but it's a pride thing. Right, next up is Bowser, ranked 30th, and Meta Knight, ranked 14th. Meta Knight from the Vipers, Bowser from the Shroom Dogs. The Vipers already have a fighter through with Sephiroth, and they're both in the Beta League, so these guys have most likely faced each other before. I could find that out, but I'm on a different spreadsheet, so I can't see it. That's a good hit from Bowser, who hasn't had a good tournament, being ranked 30th, but getting that gold in the Beta League, but still being that low shows how bad his other tournaments were. So far it's close, but Meta Knight has picked up that bomb that has killed Bowser instantly. So Meta Knight gets through for the Vipers, which puts him against Little Mac in the next round. And again, that's the second Beta League fighter through. Right, next up is Kirby, current All-Star, ranked 7th, versus King Dedede, ranked 4th, one of the highest Beta League fighters. Minus Sephiroth, obviously. So Kirby for the tech, and King Dedede for the robots, as we've learned many times. King Dedede obviously has two opportunities to get through here, as he won 2 beta tournaments. And he's making light work of Kirby at the moment. He's not letting Kirby move. Okay, that's a great roll from Kirby to get onto the other side of the screen. Not every level does that, obviously. It's only a select few, but means you've got to give him a good whack. It's good seeing these Beta League fighters fight the Alpha League fighters, seeing how they stand off. So far, so good. He says. And just like that, Kirby beats King Dedede, who luckily does still have another chance, but that puts Kirby through. Kirby has qualified for the Gum Tech, which is, what, the second tech fighter? Yeah. There's be a few tech fighters now, because Pokemon Trainer's obviously in there as well. So, here's our Crystal match, which is between Olimar versus Byleth, both for the Ruby League. Olimar, for the Fuels, ranked 2nd, and was literally robbed at the last minute from being MVP, versus Byleth, who could potentially be robbed of being an all-star, as she's ranked 11th at the moment for the robots. She's a Beta League fighter, he's an Alpha League fighter. Apart from next season, where they'll both definitely be Alpha League fighters. At the moment, Byleth is like, welcome to the Beta League, bitch! And she's showing Olimar who's boss. Oh, but Oliver's gonna... wait. Did I get confused there? I think I got confused there. At one point it felt like Oliver was doing well, but then... No. I think I got that completely wrong. So actually it was Olimar who was dominating, and funnily enough, Olimar gets through, which means Olimar now has 3 places to win the Grand Championship. That's crazy. So he's definitely favourite to win, right? Right. We'll see. Anyway, King Dedede in new attire as he rolls up in his pinks. Look at that. That is a great costume. He deserves to win just on that. But yeah, King Dedede we've already seen. Hasn't got through. So he's ranked in 4th for the robots versus Fox, who is one of the worst qualifiers. Was an all-star for the Vipers. There's going to be some really tightened fighters in the next round because there's a lot of Vipers. We've got Meta Knight. Did Meta Knight get through? Yeah, we've got Meta Knight. We've got Ganondorf, Sephiroth. It's crazy. Okay, so Fox is playing to his strengths at the moment and is running around using his pace. That's a good hit there from Fox to get King Dedede. He's also dodging all these moves, including that green shell. Fox is playing well good. It's a great smash. And he has got King Dedede against the ropes here. He's thrown a baseball, and yeah, apart from being stuck down here, King Dedede's in trouble. That's kind of what's keeping him alive, to be honest. Even there, see? Fox has almost got him on 200%. Oh, that was well deserved from Fox. And another Viper gets through. As he beats King Dedede, who misses the opportunity to become Grand Champion. Which is a complete shock. It's only Tech, Fuels and Vipers who have got through at the moment. All the robots are out. Okay, so King Dedede, Byleth, Sheik and Pichu, all the robots that like won a tournament are all out. So they've had a real bad run here. And here we go with Mario from the Shroom Dogs, ranked 26th versus Robin, ranked 12th for the Fuels. This doesn't impact the overall standings either, so wins and losses don't account for anything. This is literally just a standalone tournament. Can Mario get a Shroom Dog through? We've got no Shroom Dogs through. And we've got no, Limon through? No robots now, so none of them will have a Grand Champion. I know, it does seem to be doing well, but Robin's picked up an assist trophy. This is where things could change. Not yet, though. Oh, Mario's got an... Oh! I was about to say Mario's got an assist trophy, but he's been knocked out, which means that now the Shroom Dogs are out. So Robin qualifies, who's a Fuel. We've got Little Mac, Olimar, and Robin through for the Fuels. There's so many. It's hard to keep up. Right, okay, that's that. So who got through? Let's have a look. So the Cockadoodle Dudes have Link, and that is it. The Fuels have Olimar, Little Mac, and Robin all through. Note that obviously that was a what's it, Majig? An Alpha League fighter. So only 2 Beta League fighters actually got through, with Sephiroth and Meta Knight, who are two great fighters. Obviously Sephiroth being one of the best. So yeah, Olimar for the Fuels, Robin, Little Mac, done that one. Villager has got 2 spots for the energy source, so that's great. That's their only fighter, bear in mind. Ganondorf for the Vipers, but as well as Fox, as well as Sephiroth and Meta Knight. So that should be quite interesting. And then the Tech have Pokemon Trainer, Lucina, Kirby. That's that. So it could be between any of those teams. So there's no robots, no Limon, and no Shroom Dogs. Who can win now? But well done to Robin, who faces Fox in the next round. So firstly, we come against the Beta and Alpha League fighters of Sephiroth versus Lucina. Sephiroth should definitely be favourite to win this, but Lucina is an Alpha League fighter, so What can we say about that? Let's see if she shows what the Alpha League's about, or Sephiroth shows the grueling nature of the Beta League. She would have heard all about him and the MVP. Good go. Literally hasn't been touched yet. Oh no, he has now. With 4.4%. Okay, Sephiroth needs to survive here though. We've seen he picks up an assist trophy. Probably not the best level for an assist. Oh no, it probably is! Oh damn. So yeah, Lucina wins. I called that completely wrong, didn't I? So that assist trophy literally kept Sephiroth in pace, and as the screen moved, he was knocked completely out. So Sephiroth is gone. He's still qualified, so again, this is just for pride now to say who the best qualifier is. So Sephiroth's still through. We'll see him next round. Little Mac versus Meta Knight. So this is the last Beta League through, and that is in Meta Knight, ranked 14th, versus Little Mac, ranked 17th. Both will be pros, unless some shock reason that I've not seen yet. Can't believe Sephiroth lost that. Saving it for the big game. It's a good hit from Little Mac. He seems to be getting all the assist trophies. Oh no, Meta Knight just got one. Oh, we're playing in the dark. Which probably means nothing to the computer. Except we can't see. Thanks. Oh, that's a good hit there. We've got Mega Man on the screen. But Meta Knight has thrown himself off the level, and Meta Knight is out, which means that the top qualifier will definitely be an Alpha League winner. Or runner-up, should I say. As Little Mac gets through. Faces Lucina in the next round. Right, here we have... Everyone at the moment is from a different Crystal League, so there won't be any more Crystal matches either here. Just that pride. So, Kirby for the tech versus Onima for the fuels. Fuels and the tech already have a fighter through. Blue shell there. Oliver's picked it up. Managed to throw it. Is that going to hit Kirby? It should do. Probably means Kirby is out. Yeah. So Kirby loses and Oliver gets through. Proves why he's such a good fighter. He's ready to take it to Sephiroth and get a little bit of revenge. It won't make a difference for the MVP stand-ins because Oliver would have to be on the same points as Sephiroth to overtake him, and Sephiroth's like 3 points in the lead. Next up is Fox versus Robin. Vipers versus Fuels. The Vipers' last chance to qualify for the... not to qualify, to win the Grand Championship qualifier. And Fox rolls off the screen and dies, which I wasn't really expecting much from Fox. So despite the fact that a lot of the beta robots fighters qualified, and obviously they're all out, all the Alpha League runner-ups from the Fossil Fuels, we've got 3 for Robin and Little Mac. So the only person who wasn't in there was, what's his majig? Yoshi, who's their all-star, who did shit and is probably going to be relegated. So the Fuels showing him who's boss. Getting prepped. to take over the Grand Championship. But can Lucina hold on and beat Little Mac?
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, Lucina throws. It's Shovel Knight. I love Shovel Knight. What an assist trophy. I'm kind of rooting for Lucina here. I think it's all against her. She's the lowest ranked qualifier. She's the only tech fighter left. How can you not root for her? So far, so good. Little Mac has got his KO, which can do some serious damage. Shovel Knight actually ended up killing Lucina by attacking that fake final smash and has knocked her straight off the screen. So the top qualifier will be a Fuels fighter. It could be one of 3, bear in mind, but yeah, who knew? Anyway, Little Mac is through to the final, and now we've got Olimar versus Robin, which is 2nd place versus 12th place, which is great fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
Big hits. Sorry, I went silent, but there wasn't really much happening, was there? It just kind of like, you know, hitting each other about a little bit. There you go. Onimus picked up an assist trophy, which seems to be hunting Robin down, but there's a lot of area to jump around and dodge. Olimar picks up another assist trophy, which is Pong. So Robin's got a lot of people to try and avoid right now. He seems to be doing alright, though. If he wins this at this stage, I'll be really surprised. I'm literally, no matter what I say, I jinx it completely every single time. So Olimar is out and won't be the top qualifier. Again, it's just an accolade. Not much else to it, really. So, you know, all those people still qualified. But here we go. Little Mac versus Robin in the final. 17th for Little Mac and 12th for Robin. We don't want to skip it, he says. Oh yeah, I said I was going to have a 3rd point. And that 3rd point is, if the same fighter faces themselves, 1, that's just some shit luck. I mean, it means they'll qualify and get through, but, and 2, actually there's 3 points to this. 2, I'm not going to watch it. Jimmy, my brother, who we used to watch that kind of fight, that's not fun. I'm just going to skip it and they'll get through. And also, that doesn't count as a crystal match because you can't just beat yourself. It's just a pass, okay? It's just a pass. Get over it. Jimmy. Well, anyway, there is a... Oh, I was going to say there's a stock item there, but that's gone. What a level to have a final on as well, by the way. I know it's not the most intense final, but still. That Warp Star could be game, set and match. Little Mac has picked it up, but he's not landed it. It's a real good fight here. Little Mac has got Robin struggling as he's picked up a scythe and has his KO, but it's gone. Robin lands a good attack, goes for the final smash but fails. Little Mac is still in it despite having a high percentage. That's a great hit from Robin, who's got the final smash and should really put this to bed right now. But Little Mac has knocked it out of Robin. And then gets hit by the cannon that Robin laid. The final smash had nothing to do with it. And Robin is officially the winner of the Grand Championship Qualifier. That's like Oxford Brooks. I'm joking. If you went to uni, well done to you. So yeah, Robin wins the Grand Championship Qualifier. Therefore, is into the Grand Championship, but so is everyone else. So he takes it for pride. He puts it on his He puts it on his CV and hopes for the best. So that is it, guys. So hopefully you will see on the screen now all the people that have qualified today. And we have Lucina from the Tech, Sephiroth from the Vipers, Little Mac from the Fuels, Meta Knight from the Vipers, Kirby from the Tech, Oliver from the Fuels, Fox from the Vipers, and Robin, the winner of the qualifying tournament from the Fuels. Those guys will face the top Alpha League fighters, and whoever wins that tournament will be Grand Championship, and the series is officially over. So I will see you guys soon. Get ready for the tournament. Let's go.